Good morning, everybody. Sorry, my hair just tickled my nose as the camera went live. Probably not my best shot. Good morning, everybody. Happy Thursday. I have so many things going on to tell you. I don't know where to start. So, hi, Isabel. Good morning, Karen, Melissa, Margaret. Yeah, Margaret, we'll talk offline because that'll be perfect. Okay. Good morning, Kimberly. Good morning, Michelle. Boom. Perfect. Perfect, Margaret. I love you. I love the way you think. All right. So, you guys have seen the series I'm doing. Good morning, Monique. Um, it's the Stash Buster series that I'm doing. So far, I've done, excuse me, I've done the yarn, wow, yarn decorations. Yeah, I can't think of what it said. And yarnaments. Wow. Did you see that? Did you see my brain just go, good, 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 good. I did the yarnaments, and then I did the hair scrunchie, which I'm still wearing. Hello, Sam. And then I did the kitchen scrubby, which will be released tonight at midnight. Now, my next one is this, the chain that goes on your glasses. I know. It looks old and whatever, but all day long, and when I say all day, I'm not kidding. Good morning, Amber. All day long, I set my glasses down and I have no idea where I put them. And it's really not funny for someone who can't see without their glasses to have to look for their glasses. You know what I'm saying? Sam, you did. My brain went short circuit. And so now we're back. So anyway, this is really fancy yarn, right? So I did just a regular chain for this one, but then I'm thinking if I'm doing a video on it, good morning, Marianne. Excuse me. If I'm doing a video on it, it can't be just a plain chain if it's plain yarn. So guys, I have made up a new chain. Check this out. Look at it. See the difference? So I'm going to need your help naming it. You ready? So it starts like a normal chain. You go through, but then you do a second chain through the one you just did, pull up a loop, and go through all three. Again, you do a regular chain, yarn over, go through the chain you just made, pull up a loop. You've got 3 on the hook, yarn over and pull through all 3. And that's exactly, Melissa, I am always setting it down and never knowing where the heck it is. So I don't have those little rubber things. I'm just going to yawn and get it over with. I'm so sorry. I don't have those little rubber things that grip me on here. But what I did do, my glasses have a little thing right here. Popcorn chain. Sam, you are brilliant. You are brilliant. Melissa, that's why I have the ones that turn shady. This is the popcorn chain, you guys. So there it is. So again, it's a regular chain, and then you go back into the chain you just did, pull up a loop, go through all 3, and there's your popcorn. So there we go. Oh my gosh, I love it, right? I absolutely love it. I'm going to keep going, and this is going to be, yeah, I love it. So here's the popcorn chain. So this is going to be, oh, I got an eyelash in my eye. This is going to be the next stash buster that I do is going to be the eyeglass chain. So what I do is instead of using that little rubber grippy thing, I have these fancy, here, let me get it in front of the door so you can, no, right there. I have the stick pins that look like this. Good afternoon, Luis. How are you? Well, mine are never on top of my head because I don't leave them there, but they slide off and that just doesn't work. So I've got the little pin. Now my glasses have a little right here. Good morning, Debbie. Good morning, Russ. So I can just put them on and take them off. I love it, love it, love it. I'm so happy. And my popcorn chain, my newest invention. There you go. And think about it, you guys. Sorry. Oh, excuse me. Christmas is coming. How cute would it be to teach your kid to make one of these? Regular chain or the popcorn chain, whatever, and give it to someone for a Christmas present. Their teacher, grandma, grandpa, aunts, uncles. How cool is that, right? So that's going to be my next video. Yeah. Yeah, I just got this, Russ, in from Amazon yesterday. I'm using them for my yarnaments as well. Yeah, using my yarnaments. I could also make garland for the tree out of this with the red and green. So that was that. Trying to see what else did I do yesterday. So I showed you guys the collage or the decoupage box I made, right? And I couldn't figure out how to get it to stay closed. Now I figured it out. So this is going to be craft #1 for the fair next year. I know I'm still talking about the fair. Maybe I have PTSD from it. I don't know. But all right. So I met my boss at the fair yesterday. I'll get to that in a minute. So on my way to the fair, I decided to stop at Dunkin' Donuts because I am recently addicted to their refreshers, the lemonade, strawberry, something going on. I don't know what it is, but it's really good. It's $4. It's too expensive, but I love it. And I've been getting one a day. So I drive to get to this drive-through. You have to go, excuse me, behind the shopping. It's a strip mall. So you have to go behind it. And that's where I got a couple of the display units for the fair, right? So I go behind and I look over behind the grocery store, and sure enough, there's 5 shelving units out to the dumpster, ready to go, ready to be thrown out. And guess what? I just cleaned out my Jeep. So instead of going through the drive-through, I pull in, I back up, and I loaded 4 of them in the Jeep. I went over, dropped them off at the fair because I still have the key to the building, dropped them off at the fair, and I went back and got the last. Well, there were 2 left. So I went back and got 1, and there's 1 left. I might go over there this morning and just pick it up. Why waste it? You know what I'm saying? So 6 of them, 6 new display units for the fair for free. All I had to do was put them in the Jeep. So that was really cool. I'm looking for, and I know you guys can't help me with this because you're way out there and I'm over here, but I'm looking for a glass, they call them a curio cabinet. Glass all the way around. You put knicky-knacks and stuff in there. Bric-a-brac and knick-a-knack. It's a knick-knack, paddywhack. That's a good story. It's a funny joke between Lynn and I. I'll tell you in a minute. But anyway, I'm looking for one of those so that I can put the Legos in it for the fair and people can walk around the Legos and see them but not touch them. So, yeah, don't forget your thummies, please. Thank you, Margaret. So anyway, you guys want to hear the joke, Nick? This is a joke that Lynn and I have been telling for probably 40 years. So this frog walks into a bank. Okay. This frog walks into the bank and he goes over to the loan officer. And the loan officer's name is Patty Whack. Says it right on the thing, Patty Whack. So Patty says to the frog, you know, what can I help you with? And the frog's like, well, I need a loan. And Patty goes, well, what do you have for collateral? And the frog holds up a statue. Well, the branch manager in the meantime sees this going on, realizes that Patty is a little confused. So he comes over and she explains to him, she says, this frog needs a loan, but all he has is this, and I don't know what that is. So the branch manager goes, well, it's a statue. It's also known as a knick-knack, paddywhack. Give the frog a loan. Come on. Come on, somebody. It's a knick-knack, paddywhack. Give the frog a loan. I can't. I'm sorry. It's a joke Lynn and I tell all the time. I'm sorry. I had to. It's in there. It's in here. Marianne, I hope you feel better. Oh, yuck. Yeah, I just got over my cold. Well, you know, you didn't get it from me, right? I know, Melissa. I'm so sorry. I couldn't resist it. You may all use it if you like. It's a knick-knack, paddywhack. Give the frog a loan. If Lynn was on, she'd be cracking up. She's not here. So anyway. Oh, you heard that one? That's funny. Okay. So I met my boss at the fair yesterday, and she gave me, these are the exit surveys that people filled out as they picked up their stuff. Hugs and smooches, Marianne, feel better. So she said she went through them and she was so impressed with what they had to say. And she was so happy. She said, I can't wait to see what you do next year. So I'm humbled, but I'm saving them. There are some ideas in here, like the glass thing for the Legos, my nemesis. Because that woman, and I know who wrote it. Here we go. I thought this year's display, oh, this was the woman who I dropped the Legos. I thought this year's display was a bit disorganized with different categories all over the place. I would like you to line everything up and put everything that competes against each other on the same table. That's never happening again. So sorry. Thank you for your support. Let's see. Better ways to attach the labels. Yeah, I get that. Let's see. Well organized and displayed well. I can't think of anything that you could do any better. I love the new superintendent, and I can't wait to see you next year. Anyway, I'm saving these, and I'm going to do it again next year and see if the response is still the same. So that's that. So then last night, I'm sitting on the couch. Now, a lot of you know that I have a rod in my back, so I don't sit up quickly. I have to roll to my side, push up, and then I can get up because I just don't bend. It's a metal rod. I don't bend. So I'm laying on the couch with Fritz. Now, I had already, well, thank you, Melissa. I had already fed both the cat and Fritzy, and I gave Fritz a new wet dog food, and he wasn't quite sure if he liked it, but he knew he didn't want the cat to have it. So he took, it was in a little bowl, like a little paper bowl. He picked up the little paper bowl and he put it on the end of the couch. So he laid with me with his food on the couch and everything was fine. Until Willie the cat decided he wanted to come up on the couch. Yes, I'm talking about you. Willie didn't even know that the food was on the couch. Now, mind you, I'm laying stretched out on the couch, and there's just no quick moving. Anyway, so Fritz all of a sudden bolts to the end of the couch. I didn't even realize the cat was there until this all exploded. So he bolts to the end of the couch. All of a sudden I hear, right, scream. Oh, it's like that cartoon where all you see is fur. And it's like the Tasmanian devil. And you're like, what just happened? So I'm trying to sit up. And it turns out that Willie actually stepped in the food, which startled him because it's wet. And then Fritz was coming at him because he thought he wanted his food. So the cat went after Fritz. There was no bleeding. There were no injuries. It was just screaming chaos. So I grabbed Fritz, and he's shaking because now the cat is twice his size. And this cat just kept coming at him. So even I separated them once. I set Fritz here, and the cat came up over me. Now the cat's just mad. So he's coming up after Fritz. So now I'm diving between the cat, which is like an octopus with claws, an octocactus, claws everywhere. And so, and I cannot believe I'm not bleeding at all from this whole episode. So it turns out, so now I've got Fritz, and I'm holding off the cat. I covered the cat with a blanket to calm it down for a minute because he was just coming. I'd push him away and he'd come back. Now, mind you, this sounds like it took an hour. This took all of about 45 seconds, but it was like, I'm telling you, if you saw the Tasmanian devil in the cartoons, that's how and then he's gone. And it's like, what just happened? So I said, okay, it's 9 o'clock. Fritz and I are going to bed. I'm locking him in our room, and I'm not letting the cat in. So we separated them, and they seem to be okay this morning. Nobody's biting anybody. Nobody's fighting with anybody. He's asleep here. The cat's asleep out there. All's well that ends well, I suppose. So that was my night last night. Good. And you? Well, then, of course, we're both too keyed up. Me and the dog, we're both too keyed up to sleep. So we're sitting in the room like, so whatever. It is what it is. I don't think I'm ever feeding him that food again because he doesn't want it, but he doesn't want Willie to have it. And anyway, so there's that. Yes. Peace has returned to the kingdom. Fritzy did shake for about an hour. Poor kitty. Oh, no. No. I mean, other than the fact that the kitty didn't realize he was stepping in the food, he went from surprise to aggressor just like that. That's why I had to cover him with a blanket to calm him down and stop him from coming at us. Poor kitty. Well, it's just, I know, I love cats too, but Willie was a little bit more aggressive. Fritz was just like, yeah, never mind, you can have it. Oh my goodness. Yeah, good times right there. Oh my goodness, I can't stop yawning. Of course, I've been up since 3 a.m. That's what happens when you go to bed too early. You just keep getting up. So yeah, I made that out of this. The hard thing about doing my Stash Busters videos is that I have no idea what yarn I'm using. But I preface that, when I'm doing the video, I'm like, okay, so just so you know, I don't know what yarn I'm using. So Rocky. You need to get a stuffed Bullwinkle so you have Rocky and Bullwinkle. I know, I'm ridiculous. I can't help it. I'm getting ready to go to camp. So there's a couple estate sales on the way. If I pop in early for a live, it just depends on who's around. You guys want to go estate sailing with me today? I'll do it for members only, and we'll hang out. Oh, you know what? I'm supposed to, sorry. I'm waiting for an email. I'm waiting on an email. Cancel. Da 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 da. Nothing yet. Okay. Oh, that's right. You do. More books. Speaking of books, Isabel, I told you guys since the fair, I've been kind of obsessed with antique books. I don't know what I'm going to do with them. I just keep getting them, and they're, can you see them? They're here. Let me just show you a couple. Oh, okay. So this is the Horace Mann Reader's third reader. It's a school book. You ready for this? $1910. Copyright 1910. Reprinted 1911. So this is from 1911. I love the smell. Hold on. There are I know. I want to show you my oldest one. No, that's not it. I want to show you. Come on. Oh, for goodness sake. Wait, just wait for it, you guys. You're not even going to be able to stand it. So this is readings and recitations for winter evenings. Can it focus? 1895. 1895. How cool is that? Yeah, I'm sure, Monique. 1895. Now, I looked to make sure. I know. So there's no other copyright on it. Yeah, I love it. And this is actually a bunch of different stories from different authors. Yeah. So I've got Mark Twain, Edgar Allan Poe, Oliver Wendell Holmes, Henry Longfellow, Charles Dickens. Let's see. Mary Dickinson, Shakespeare, Abraham Lincoln. There's one I really want to show you guys. Where is it? I think it's this one. This one doesn't have a date on it. I looked and I looked and I looked. If anybody knows how to tell me when something, I think it's right here. and someone crossed it off back then, right? I got these 20 books for $1. Process that for a minute. 20 books for $1. Anyway, I don't know how to find the date on this one, but it is written by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. It's called The White Company. When I Googled it, I did the Google search. It said it was like late 1800s, but I can't. And then, yeah, I know. Tell me why I shouldn't go back and look for more books. And then there's this one, 1896. 1896 by L.T. Mead. I don't know if that sticker's supposed to be there, so I'm leaving it. I'm not sure. Baptist Sunday School. If this book is torn or mutilated, the holder will be expected to pay for damages. It is book number 5 from this school. Isn't this fun, you guys? I don't know what I'm going to do with these, but I love them, right? Harvard Classics, a reading guide from Harvard, I guess. The Harvard Classics, the 5-foot shelf of books. It's got "15 minutes a day reading guide, 1930. The purpose of this book was prepared and sent to you with one purpose in view, to enable you to profit in full measure from the writings of the immortals whom you have at your beck and call in Harvard Classics. This company of the wisest, wittiest, and most interesting minds of all ages and every land will afford you entertainment in endless variety." There's really one I want to show you. I got to find it. Here it is. Eclectic English Classics, Lincoln Addresses and Letters. Cool. So this one's a little damaged, but "1914. I am just autobiography written at the request of a friend as the basis of the campaign biography in 1860. Springfield, February 25th, 1842. Dear Speed, yours of the 16th instant, announcing that Miss Fanny and you are no more twain but one flesh. I guess they reached me this morning. Oh, so they got married. I think reading this is going to be difficult because of the way they talk back then, right? Excuse me. So I wonder if, so there's letters in here to Colonel Ellsworth, to Independence Hall, to Thomas Johnson Pickett, to Peter Page, General William Rosecrans. You guys, this is so fun. The last public speech, April 11th, 1865. I just want to see. Yeah, once I get used to the rhythm of it and understand, yep. So anyway, these are my books. Seriously, I'm fighting myself to go. I want to go back. I want to go back. I'd like to go back without Fritz so I can take my time. Because with Fritz in the stroller, he gets antsy and annoyed, and people insist on poking at him, and which is fine. I mean, he loves people, but so anyway, these are the coolest things. Take me with you. Come on, Amber, let's go. It is a dirty little nasty building, but these gems are everywhere. Hello, Camille. How are you? We're looking through old vintage books that I don't know what I'm going to do with them, but I wanted them, so here they are. I don't know. Well, look at it this way, you guys. If I enter it in the fair next year, first prize is like $10. So I'm already $9 ahead of what I spent on all these books. So there we go. But I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing with them. I just love them. And I want to keep them for now. I might donate them to a library at some point. Right? I wonder if the library would take it. I don't know. But anyway, I'm going to enter at least one of them in the fair. And here's my dilemma about that. The fair that I normally enter into doesn't accept, they don't do antiques. Not weird. And I don't want to do antiques into the fair that I'm running, that department. So I'm going to enter the antique books into the Cobleskill Fair, which is where I grew up. Excuse me, my cold. So I grew up out there. I still have the address at the farm, and I still live there half the week, right? So I'm not fooling anybody. I really do live there. So I'm going to go ahead. Al's going to enter his own stuff. Al's going to enter his own antiques. Oh, my goodness. He took me up in the barn, and he's like, we should enter this and bar, antiques, bar. So, by the way, I don't know if he's, Karen, I don't know if he's camping with me this weekend that much because he's going fishing. So I could be up there alone for a couple nights, but which is fine. I'm a big girl. I'm fine with that. But it's more fun knowing they're next door to me, but that's fine. It's just going to be such a beautiful weekend. I am not spending it not in my camper. I just not going to do it. Yeah, I could definitely use them as a prop. For sure. So I'm going to take this off and see how my yellow chain looks. Oh, I can't wait, you guys. Can you imagine the fishing stories? I had to turn one loose because it was too big to fit in the boat. He's going with his friend Mike. So I can just see it. Well, it was either Mike or my fish. So we made Mike swim home. Come on, you guys. You know I'm not that far off. You've seen the turkey stories. Oh, Mike. They've been best friends forever, and it's just adorable. They're always splitting wood together, and they're so fun. Burp, fish, boat. So they're going to have a good time. They both could use it. Mike just went through some health issues, and I think he could use the therapy from Al. We all could use therapy from Al, that's for sure. There we go, you guys. It's kind of cute. I think I will try to film this before I leave today. I know, hide my tails. I don't want to do it right now. I don't want to hide my tail. There we go. All right. I can't have the tag hanging down, but I do like this one. Nice. All right. Now I'll hide my tail. Dang it, you knew I was gonna. So what's everybody planning for the weekend? What do we got going on? What do we got going on, you guys? We're running out of summer. Ta-da! We're running out of warm weather. As it is, I have to pack sweatshirts for both Fritz and I because it's going to be chilly this weekend. But during the day, it's going to be beautiful. So Fritzy and I will be spending a lot of time on the side-by-side collecting stuff for fall crafting. Maybe I'll help Al undo the garden a little bit. Maybe. Depends. I'm supposed to get my hair done, but she hasn't called me yet. So I'm wondering if she just doesn't have any time. Oh, nice. Okay. Oh, fun, Luis. That sounds awesome. How old is he? Hi, Raylene. I was looking for an email. It's supposed to rain. All right. I will be crocheting outside if I'm crocheting this weekend. There we go. Oh, good morning, sunshine. Yeah, so it's as simple as this, you guys. So I can do that one real quick. Yeah. Oh, guess what I made? I made some, okay, that's cool. I made some rose hip honey yesterday. Came out really good. Really, really good for your scrunchies. Really, really good for you vitamin C. Can't get my coffee. Hold on. Coffee malfunction. Yeah, Margaret, we're still getting the same peppers and jalapeno peppers and tomatoes and lots of everything. I think Al's already made like 20 batches of his salsa. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Marianne, you do. It's supposed to be, you take the local honey to help you. Well, good luck with that, Luis. Good luck with that. Oh, no, Amber. Yeah, Karen, we all should. A teaspoon of local honey helps with your allergies, for sure. Yep. All right. Glasses, neck holder. I'm trying to make the list of all the stuff I'm doing for my stash busters. Got an itchy ear, speaking of allergies. That's annoying. Sorry, Amber, that is annoying. See, I'm that way with machines. I want to plug it in and have it work. Yeah, it does have to be. And there's a store right here in the village that sells raw honey, local raw honey. So I boil down the rose hips and then I smash them, put them in a blender and strain them. And then I take and I add just a little bit of sweetener. And then I add it to the honey. It's really good in tea. Yeah, Margaret, I've been coughing and sneezing like crazy as well. By the way, Raylene, this is one that I made. I've had it on my wrist ever since. Yeah, it came out really good. And it's really easy. All you do is pull off the rose hips, and they're big ones. And yeah, Melissa, it's tough. If you don't like it, I'm trying to think of what else I could put the rose hip in. But rose hips are like 3 times the amount of vitamin C that you get like from an orange or anything. So speaking of fruit, yesterday, first time I had a really bad experience with Instacart. First time. And I've been using it since it started, like 2019. So I get my order yesterday. I get the notification. Yes. Yes, you can, Amber. Yep. I get the notification that my groceries are delivered. Great. So I finish what I'm doing here. I go out and there's only 4 bags and I ordered quite a bit of stuff. So I'm like, well, either she forgot something or, and I go to lift up one of the bags and they are heavy and they're paper. Process that for a minute. They're super heavy and they're paper. So I'm like, okay, now I'm playing Russian roulette with the paper bags. What's going to happen? I pick one up. I get it in the house. I get almost to the kitchen and the bag rips. In the bag, she had oranges, apples, bananas, a watermelon, and a quart of milk in one bag. The milk all over the floor. The watermelon hits the floor, smashes in half, and all of the juice goes all over the floor. Now Fritz is like, ooh, what's going on? So he's walking in it. So now I have sticky watermelon all over. So I was, to say the least, extremely annoyed. The problem is I didn't realize that the watermelon, because it's split on the bottom, okay? I grabbed the bag and set it up because it's in one of those little vegetable bags. I grabbed it and set it up on the counter. And yeah, I was annoyed. I didn't, and then all of a sudden I hear something dripping. So now the juice is not only all over the floor, it's all over the counter, dripping onto the floor while I'm cleaning up the milk because. So, oh yeah, there were, Margaret, lots of them. So I get back on my app and it asks you, how'd we do? How was your delivery? All the way up to like 5, 7 stars, whatever. So I clicked 1 star and it pops right up to what went wrong, how can we make it better, this and that. So even though I was extremely annoyed, I'm really happy with what they did. I clicked that it was damaged. A couple of the items were damaged and they instantly credited me the amount of those items, like instantly. I was like, okay. Yeah, right, Karen, what can we do? Yeah. So they did handle it. Just, no questions asked. I didn't have to explain what happened. I said, these items were damaged. And I only put in that the milk and the watermelon were damaged. And they instantly put a credit on my account. So, yeah. So that's really cool. First I was way up here mad. Way up here mad. And then I was like, oh, that's really cool. So if you ever use Instacart, if you ever have a problem, they handle it just like that. So that's that. Let me, hold on. Hold up. Wait a minute. Oh, fun. All right, cool. Okay. So, yeah, I split the watermelon completely in half, put it in 2 separate bags, and I'm taking it to camp with me. Whatever. And it really is awful, Karen. Like I've washed the floor in that spot 3 times and it still sticks when I walk by with my sandals on. I still hear it. And you know that noise. It's like ew, squish, whatever. It's disgusting. So yeah. So that happened. Good times. So I still haven't, I found these to replace in my Addy, but I still haven't had the time to actually fix it. And there's no, I know, I thought of that after, Debbie, but there was no line for that. There was no, they should have given me a thing of cleaner. Wipes at least, something. Yeah. And you know, I missed a spot of it. So when I was making my coffee this morning, I put my hand down like this, and now it's sticky and the annoyance continues. But in their defense, they did say, we're so sorry, here you go, blah, blah, blah. And they gave me a new one. Well, they gave me a credit for a new one. But the milk. So yeah, I had sticky milk all over my floor. Good times, great oldies. It's too funny. I'm trying to think of what else. Yesterday was a very eventful day. Oh. Yeah, that happened to my brother Al. And it turns out, because they live in a big townhouse complex, and there's like a petting zoo. Anyway, that's a whole thing. They took my brother's order, excuse me, and set it in front of the barn door by the petting animals. What? That was Walmart. Yeah, set it in front of the petting zoo. Everybody's like, hi, Lisa B. Good morning. Sorry, you snuck right in there. I didn't see you. Good morning. Welcome. I'm just talking about my eventful day. I'm trying to think of what else I missed. I did go see my grandson. 2 little teeth right here. You can't. He rolled over 3 times. He's not doing the little up to crawl yet, but he rolled over 3 times. Oh, he's just so precious. So I've decided that every Wednesday I'm just going to make dinner and bring it to them. I'll put it in the crock pot all day or something. I'm going to make them dinner each week. I think I'm already like, I get to cook for my girl again. And then she'll have leftovers for lunch and stuff. So, and even if she doesn't eat it right then, you know, she'll have it for lunch. Guys, I'm really sorry. I don't know. Lori told me it has something to do with my breathing, that I'm not breathing right, and that's why I'm yawning. I don't feel tired. I don't know that yawning has anything to actually do with tired. I don't think it does. But anyway. All right, so when I get off of here, I got to finish the laundry. Well, which means pick through it and take what I'm taking. The rest can wait. I've got the dishes done. I cleaned the bathroom. I did the cat box. I'll sweep the floor real quick. That way none of it's waiting for me when I get home. Because if I don't do it, it's going to be sitting there staring at me when I get home. So the more I do now, the less I have to do then. But then I am headed to 2 estate sales. And then that book sale. I got to do it. I got to go back. Come on, I got to go back. Yeah, I think that's what it is, Debbie. I'm not tired, and I think it's just something Lori, because Lori was a professional singer, and she knows how to breathe, and apparently I don't know how to breathe. Good morning, Vivian. Oh, should I talk really loud, Vivian? Hey, everybody at the doctor. I know, Melissa. You know I'm going back. I didn't even show you the magazines. Do you want to see the magazines? All right, so hold on. The Post from June 1949. It says Wimbledon again. So there's, oh my goodness. Okay, hold on. I'll look inside in a minute. So there's that one. And then here's Men Who Made the British Garden. The Post. Oh, come on. The Post. And it's 1949. You should, or just, I don't understand. May 28th, 1949. This one's June 4th, 19. Look at her bathing suit. They're back in style. Middle class, is the middle class doomed? We still don't know. Oh my goodness. Is the middle class, more than a quarter of all British families are covered by the definition middle. Is this? Is this a British magazine I'm looking at? Birds, custards, and jellies. Let me see. June 11th, Horse Guards in color. Oh, listen to this, you guys. You ready? The Child Who Never Gets Slapped. Oh, that's the next. See inside. I got to see this. Hold on. Hold up. The Woman Who Never. I got to see if I can find this. I can't. Oh, my. No. Who is the quiet retired? Aw. Hold on. I want to see the kid who never gets slapped. Oh, my. A Hill of 360 Prayer. I don't know what this book is from, you guys. I think it's British. I wonder if it's kept by the Calvinator. Look at his little face. What's it say up there? 64 Denmark. Is this a British? Holton's National Weekly. New Ideas for Christmas. Winter in Berlin. Good morning, Thrifty Crocheter. I found some fun old magazines. I'm trying to figure them out. Oh, I thought that was Lucy. I love all these old things. And then this one, this was just in there, October 21st, 1969. Japan. Lennon Sisters, tragedy shows their new TV. Oh, check this out. Come on, how cool is that car? The rest of this magazine will bring you hoopla and turmoil of the noisy world. Here's a page or two of quiet. That is a beautiful car. Margaret, come on. Do you love this? That's so fun. All right, what else? The 1970 Ford. Oh, look at you guys. Look at. An 8-track cartridge player for $14.95. I know this isn't an old crochet magazine though. I have them. But this one I just happened to find. Choose your first 3 cartridges now. Wonder what would happen if I wrote to them. They'd be like, what are you, crazy? Oh my goodness. Yes. Camille. My first car had an 8-track player. Get this. It was an 8-track player that sat on the seat and plugged into the car somehow. I don't remember how, but it sat right on the seat next to me. Oh my goodness. How fun is that? All right, you guys, I'm going to get going on here. Thank you so much for starting your Thursday with me. Tomorrow morning will be from the camper. And today's live for members only is probably going to be either at the camp where we play in the barn or something, or I'm going to take you to that bookstore with me. Maybe I'll do that. All right, you guys, I will see you later. Thank you so much for starting your day with me and hanging out with me and naming my new popcorn chain. All right, have a great day, you guys. I will see you all tomorrow. Remember, be happy, be kind, and be creative. I'll talk to you later. Bye, guys.